So in case you want, this is their ages, right? So like, I didn't think Klee was 12. I thought she was younger. I believe I know at 14. I know Noelle was pretty young. She just started the Knights of Favonius. I don't know about Sayu over there. I don't know about Sayu. Chongyun, I believe. I want to say 18, but I would say 17 and younger. Xingqiu, same thing. I don't think they're 18. Come on, man. Maybe, yeah, that would probably be accurate. Jinyana. Bennett, I'm not so sure. Reezer, I'm not so sure. Because, like, he didn't have a normal upbringing, you know? Fischl, I think she's younger. Ferminat, I also think is younger. There's no way Ferminat is 19. Kanish, that is quite a gap of 16 to 24, just saying. Barbara, I was expecting a little bit younger. Coley, younger. Jehoda, I would say a little bit younger. Sucrose, she's already in school with Albedo, so like, it's believable. Lynette, way too fucking old, yeah, right. Lene, way too fucking old, yeah, right. Micah, no, he is not old enough to drink. He's not old enough to vote. I think he's pretty young. Kokomi, that sounds about right. Pretty young though. Mulani, I guess I could believe it. Nilu, I could believe it. Gaming should be younger, in my opinion. Like, maybe like 16, 17. Hu Tao, I believe it. Maybe more towards the 20 side, actually, I would believe it. Kaching, I would believe it. She, you know, she has a position in Liu. Dahlia, I'm gonna say younger. Amber, maybe a little bit younger. Lanyan, maybe slightly younger. Tartaglia, I believe Tartaglia. I believe that. If he's in his early 20s, I believe it. Jinsan, I would say she was younger. Barisa, I think that's like pretty close to a very accurate age. Chaska, I believe it. Yunjin, I believe it. She's a performing artist, so Goru, I guess. Like, I guess I'll give it to Kaya. I can believe. He was adopted, so Escoffier. Yeah, she has a career. I believe that. Kazuha, I mean, I guess. Aoife, I guess. Aoife's a little bit older though. You can tell by looking at him. Auroran, I think he looks old for his age. Deha, I was hoping she'd be younger, but anyway. Dory, like, who the fuck cares? I mean, like, Eula, I was expecting her to be older, actually. Jean, maybe a little bit older. Mona, maybe a little bit younger. Chevy, it's believable, I believe it. Hazel, maybe a little bit younger, otherwise it's believable. Ayaka, there's no way Ayaka has more than 7 years gap when she beats Ayato. Yomiya, independent business owner. Yomiya, okay, I believe it. Toma, yeah, I can believe it. Now, Deluke, 22 to 24. I would say a little bit older. Candace, I don't know. Shenhe, yeah, Kyle Retainer just suggests that. Rosario, she's fairly well established in the church. Tainari, he's basically a professor. She already has her own career. She's a seamstress, a fashion designer. Navia, she has a long history, so I believe she'll be a little bit older. Iluga, I do not think Iluga is over 23 years of age, period. Arataki Ito, I believe that. Sathos, I would say younger. Kuki Shinobu, I would say younger. Alhaitham's about the right age. I would, yeah, I would say Beto, maybe around that age too. Sino, maybe he looks a little bit older, yeah. Arlecchino, I would say 20 to 25 is what I would say for Arlecchino. Yanfei, I don't know about 35. Come on, Kave, yeah, you compare it to his brother, so that's about right. Kujosara, I don't know, that seems a little bit old to me. Emily, I believe it. Chlorine, maybe a little bit younger, but I guess she's established as well. Ayato over 30. He could be older. Lauma, I think that's about accurate. Lisa, I imagine her to be a little bit older, yeah, so that makes sense. Riolesi, he's a little bit too old. Nefer, a little bit too old. Yelan, a little bit too old, but I can believe it. Ningguang, I would assume she's around the same age as Beto since they're, secret lovers. But anyway, Baizu, 35 plus, I believe that. He just looks a little bit older, like, I don't know, I can't explain it. Vargas should not be that old. I think Vargas should be between his 30 and 40. Farzan, the story behind that is the story behind that. Karara, I did not know she was that old. I didn't think she was a Yukai. Sitlali, that makes sense given the story. Seguin, I did not know she was that old. Wanderer, wow, Wanderer is a pretty old dude. Albedo is homunculus, so it's gonna be older. Mizuki, I thought Mizuki was unknown, but okay. Durin, he's probably older, but like, did Albedo technically create him? Columbina, I can imagine she could be older, but what about when she was on the Harbingers? Farina, Archon, Miko's spirit, the Nine Tails, etc. Mavika, Archon, the Hida Archon. Skirk, Dimensional Travelers, so that would make sense. Flynn's, I didn't think he was that old, holy shit. Chi-Chi, zombie, Inefa, android, cyborg, whatever she's called. Ganyu, 2000 plus. Now, I don't know about that. Zhao, I believe, because he's Adeptus. Riding Shogun, Archon. Venti, Archon. Zhen Yun, the Cloud Retainer, she would be older than Shenhe, yeah. Nouvelette, it's pretty old. Zhongli, is Zhongli the oldest Archon? Yes, he is. Zibai, 6,000 plus? Maybe. I still think Zhongli's older, though. I think Zibai is not as old as Zhongli. It should be a good thing. Don't you want your characters to be younger? You know what I mean? Oh, I was looking at this suit, this ships. Oh my god. Okay, I haven't watched this before. I meant to, but let's watch this one. So these are all the Aether relationships. Yeah, Emily, Lanyan. So I need 10 arts. What are these arts? All Aether ship based on number of SFW arts on Pixie. Safe for work arts. Okay, Aether and Candace. A little short. Aether and Chaska. Damn. Aether and Chevy. Is that legal? How old is Aether, first of all? Aether and Scoffia. Maybe. Aether and Yunjin. I don't see it. I don't understand why that's ranked so high. Aether and Jinyan. Are we talking about the two non-playable characters? Unplayable characters in the game? Aether and Marisa. Maybe? Aether and Farzan. Now that I don't know about. Aether and Skirk. Now that's a ship. You gotta ship that. That's a ship right there. Aether and Llama. Maybe? Aether and Chlorine. It's possible. Aether and Sucrose, that's definitely possible. Aether and Sucrose is definitely possible. Like, don't ask me why, it's definitely foreseeable. Aether and Layla, I don't see it. I think they are not compatible. Aether and Mulani, maybe. Aether and Kuki, now I would ship that. I would ship that 100%. Aether and Deha, dude, like Aether can't handle Deha, man. Like, no, not happening. Aether and Shiori, maybe, like an older woman kind of thing. Aether and Rosaria, well, they live in this. They used to live in the same city, so I don't know. Aether and Jinglang, possibly. Aether and Carrara, I don't know. Aether and Collet, maybe. Aether. Wait, oh, the Luke and Eula is over there. Wow, that's actually a good match, if you ask me. Aether and Ningguang. I'm gonna say no on that one. Aether and Lynette is possible. It's possible. How would Lynette feel about it? I don't know. Aether and Kujasara. Maybe. Aether and Navia uses the same picture of Aether and Rosaria. We're high tech here, guys. Aether and Official. I can see it happening. Official's kind of young though. Aether and Yelan. Wow, that's SFW, alright. Aether and Beto, it could happen. Like, sort of like opposites attract, I think. Aether and Kokomi, it's possible. I don't know how you breed with fish, but hey, whatever. Aether and Jean, I mean, it would make sense, would it not? Aether and Barbara, he's going after the whole family? Jeez. Aether and Avicino, that's kind of funny. The little kangaroo thing. Aether and Yanfei, that's possible. Aether and Mavika, dude, like Aether can't handle Mavika. I'm sorry. Mavika is a lot to handle. Aether and Noel, it could happen. Aether and Nilu, it'd be I see why people will want that. Aether and Lisa, that's like a cougar kind of thing. I don't know about that. Aether and Mona, it could happen. Aether and Shenhei, well, first when Shenhei saves, the traveler. Now it's the traveler's turn. Aether Yoimiya, maybe. Aether Silali, I don't see that happening. Like, he's gonna live a normal lifespan, and she will not. Aether Yamiko, again, lifespan issues. Aether Hu Tao, I would say that. I agree with that. Aether and Eula is too much for Aether to handle. Aether and Ganyu, I could see that happening. Aether and Ganyu, even though Ganyu lifespan. Aether and Kaching, I could also see that happening. Aether and Raiden, yeah, Aether can't handle Raiden's Shogun. Like, she's very independent. She wouldn't depend on him, you know what I mean? Aether and Ayaka, possibly. Aether and Farina, Aether and Amber, really, that's the most popular one. So Aether and Farina, right? Like, Aether and Farina, I just feel like, yeah, she's an Archon, but like, the lifespan is also an issue. There's something endearing about it. I will admit, like, because they're both kind of, I think they're both kind of immature, so I feel like they would complement each other well. I don't know. So that was fun, right? I take a